What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are reacting to IWrocker again. American reacts to 100 Aussie slang words Australia says differently than America. I have a feeling this is going to be a good one, and I hope that IWrocker can learn something from me as I'm going along and assisting or correcting what is said. So let's jump straight into it. Make sure you sub to IWrocker. Show him some love. He's doing a fantastic job, and credit to him for this video. Let's jump into it.
Back y'all to another American Reacts.
Yes, sir.
We're finally taking a look at Aussie slang. That's right. So that's one of the most interesting parts about Australian English and American English is, of course, it's the same language. Americans have a lot of slang and Australians have a lot of slang. So I'm interested to learn. I've already seen a bunch in the comments. You guys have actually taught me a lot of these, and it's been very, very intriguing to learn. So I figure, why not have 100 at once, and we'll see how many I have heard of or maybe know already from you guys, and then what else
We have a lot of slang.
I can actually learn. So this video is from Tristan Kuhn. So go ahead and give him a look. He'll be in the description. And let's go ahead and waste no more time. Let's get into the video. Here we go.
What's good, y'all? Tristan here, and today I'd like to share with you 100 Aussie words and phrases that I've learned in my time here. I'm going to try to say the Australian version of the word first, so you can pause the video if you want and try to guess what that means in American English. The first 5 to 10 words are going to be very trivial. You probably have heard of them before, but as we go on, we're going to be moving into more hardcore Aussie slang, and I'll be saving my 10 favorite words and phrases for the end, so stay tuned. Alright, so the first one is mate. Everyone knows this. It means like friend, man.
Mate. There you go, mate. What's up, mate?
Bro, what's up, mate? Second Aussie word, cheers. Cheers is something that they often say instead of thank you. You know, maybe
Cheers.
like a friend of yours buys you a drink at a bar, and you say, cheers, mate. Next up is good day, which is Aussie slang for like good day, kind of like, hey, what's up? How's it going? Good day.
G'day. I don't really say this. I say, what's good? What's good? What's up? Whatever. Each their own. But that's commonly used.
Hey, mate. You get it. Number 4 is holiday, to go on holiday. It's like what we call vacation.
Yeah.
That's true. Holiday.
Number 5 is the word.
Vacation is where you go somewhere and you never come back.
I, for some reason, find quite annoying, but it's oi. It's pretty much just something you say to get someone's attention.
Oi. Oi. That's so basic, isn't it? Oi. There is another 4-letter word that a lot of mates use after that, which is, let's just say it was the a tourism campaign for the Northern Territory. You know, the see you in the NT, the see you in the N, Northern T Territory. So, oi, see you in the NT. That is used a lot.
You know, you might say, oi, mate, or just, oi. Number 6 is Macca's or McDonald's.
Macca's or Mackie D's? Majority Macca's. I don't really feel like you say McDonald's unless... I don't know, I don't really hear anyone say McDonald's anymore. It's Macca's. It's Macca's. It's Macca's.
Kind of like how we say
that
short,
one you guys have taught me. Macca's.
No one here calls it McDonald's. Just Macca's. And another famous American fast food chain.
That one is so funny, Macca's, to me. It's like so Australian, right? Like,
yeah.
It's so cool, actually, how you guys have said that some McDonald's actually rebrand their signs as Macca's. So, very interesting, right?
Actually has a different name here, is Hungry Jack's or Burger King. They call it Hungry Jack's here, not Burger King, because Burger King was already an established business.
Or, because we love to shorten everything, HJ's. HJ's. Instead of saying, yeah, I went to Hungry Jack's, yeah, I went to HJ's. That's That's what we do best. That's what we do best.
Business
Yup,
here when
that's
Burger
what I've
King tried
heard.
moving to Australia. Sorry if I'm rushing through these a little bit. You know, there are 100 of them, and I'm trying to get this video done in a reasonable time. So next up, chips. And I'm not talking like Doritos. I'm talking French fries. The little potato slices that we call
wow.
fries. Here
Okay.
we call them chips. Also, we
That's
call Lay's
hilarious.
chips.
That'd be
are
hard to
here
get
at
used to.
Smith's chips. Same brand, just
Okay, so you do have Lay's, but they're Smiths. And Lay's, I know, like in Mexico, are a different name too. But yeah, the chips won't be hard for me. Not gonna lie, chips are so, you know, like Lay's, Doritos. That's
We have French fries here. They're these little long chip thing, and they're terrible. That's what we call our French fries. Majority of our chips are potato chips, which is Smith's or Lay's. Beer batter chips are your real thick chips. Crinkle cut chips are your chips with little speed bumps through them. We just call everything chips because it falls in the category of a chip.
very American. I could never really break off from that. Calling fries, what we know as fries, as chips would just be weird, man. That'd take a lot of getting used to.
different name. Next up is Avo, which no, it does not mean
Avocado.
avocado. It is short for afternoon. Let's meet up in the Avo. Number 10 is petrol. Petrol.
Yeah, people have explained that. I did the
That's true.
avocado, right? No, I've definitely heard it's
Avo.
afternoon as well.
Avo.
Petrol, gasoline.
Is what we call gas, not like gas in the air, but
Petrol or fuel. I say fuel. It's just easier. Petrol's 2 syllables, fuel's 1. It's easier to pronounce.
the gas you put in your car.
Some people say fuel. I tend to say fuel a lot, but I do say gas station. So when you go to the station, you know,
I'm going to the servo to put fuel in my car.
I think you guys call them servos, right? But we call them gas stations. That's the only time I say gas. A lot of time if I'm referring to something in the car, I'll actually say like, oh, I'm out of fuel. That's just something I say personally.
They call it petrol. And where do you go to get your petrol? The servo. Short
Yeah,
for service station,
exactly.
we call it gas station. Also, there's a place here called the chemist. Might not know what that is. You know, it's a place where you go when you're feeling sick, aka the pharmacy. Here they call the pharmacy the chemist.
No way.
Bottle is also another type of store.
Chemist, chemicals. That's what's there. Makes sense, I guess. Chemist, yeah, chemist. I call it chemist. I don't really go there much, but when I do, it's chemist.
What we call in America a liquor store, anywhere that kind of serves alcohol.
Bottle.
Here, you can call it a bottle.
Alright, let's go down to Bottle Jim. Go get we head down to Thirsty Camel. Get ourselves a 6-pack. Thirsty Camel is like a Bottle type drive-through. But we have a lot of Bottle-O's. BWS, Liquorland, First Choice, Bottle Mart. Yeah, I don't drink.
Bottle-O. Next up on the
Wow.
list, Fairy Floss. Fairy Floss is what we call in America cotton candy. However, it kind of makes
Fairy
sense that they call it
floss?
Fairy Floss because candy is not a word that they use here in Australia. They call it lollies or chocolates.
No one ever says candy. No one ever says candy. The only time you'll hear candy spoken in Australia is if you're watching a movie and someone reference candy. That's the only time you'll hear candy. No one ever says candy.
So yeah, since candy's not a
okay.
word, kind of be weird to call it
That's
cotton
interesting.
Candy. Chewy. Chewy means bubblegum, you know, could you chew it? And
yeah.
Australians love to make everything in
Did you chew it?
N-I-E. Next
Yeah.
up, thong. Thong is not what
Sandals.
you're thinking.
Sandals,
It's not
flip-flop.
that. It is not what you wear here,
No.
but it is where you wear here. Right there, it's
Yep.
a little thong for your toe.
Thongs.
It's a flip-flop. If you ever hear
Thongs.
anyone talking about going out to buy thong,
Thongs with an S. You're wearing your thongs. You're not wearing a thong. You're wearing your thongs. Put the S on there. It makes a complete difference.
putting on their thongs,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, flip-flop.
Which is funny because I think that, I don't know if that's actually like a proper term for it or what, because even in American stores, on the tag, some of them actually say, you know, so-and-so brand, and then it'll say thongs. But no one says thongs here referring to that. But it does say that on some product description, so I have known that. It is pretty interesting.
Kiwis think it's hilarious that we call our flip-flops thongs. But the Kiwis call their flip-flops or thongs. Jandals. What's a jandal?
But yeah, I say sandals personally. I don't know if that's maybe a Midwest thing. I say sandals. A lot of people say flip-flops.
Not that. This one should probably have been higher up on the list, but that is a Bobby, spelled like Barbie, but
Yeah.
not that Barbie.
Bobby.
This type of Barbie, a barbecue.
Barbecue, baby.
Another IE ending word is a tradie. A tradie is short for tradesman, which is like, anyone who's like a plumber, carpenter, electrician. Those kind of jobs,
that's kind of
those
funny.
people are tradies. And
Yeah.
in similar fashion is a sparky and a chippy. So sparky is
Ooh, what
another
is
word.
it?
Aren't they just such simple and appropriate names for the job that they are?
It's kind of like a slang word for a electrician, and a chippy is the same for a carpenter.
Gotcha.
I don't think they have a slang word for a
Okay.
plumber. If there is one, please let me know in the comment section below. However,
Yeah,
what I do like
what's a
is they
plumber?
don't call it a plumber's crack here. They call it a plum bum. Similar, and it rhymes, so I think Australian gets the win on that one.
Dude,
Next
these
up
are
is a
clever,
jumper,
man.
Which is pretty much what we...
I'm telling you what, we're only 23 in here. A lot of these are actually really clever and funny. Like they make you laugh. Like I love Australian slang, man. Like you guys have a way of talking. I think it's so like fascinating. It's really cool. I thought Americans had a lot of slang, which I guess we do, maybe compared to formal English, like from England. But yeah, you guys are the king of slang. I like it. I think it's pretty cool.
We would call it like a hoodie or a windbreaker.
Oh,
light
okay.
jacket.
A hoodie and a jumper, to me, two different things. A jumper is something that is just a jumper, I guess. And then a hoodie is a jumper with a hoodie. That's the difference. And then a jacket is like a zip up jacket. Like goes around. Jumper goes like over and then like around your neck, and then a hoodie is one with a hoodie. That's where I feel like that gets mumbled up a bit, which is understandable because it's all the same thing. But then there's little differences that can. Oh, I need a hoodie. I need a jumper. I need a jacket. Like
All here just called a jumper. When
No
it comes
way,
to your pants,
okay.
they got trackies. Trackies are what we call in the US sweatpants. Number 25
Yeah.
is a word we have in the US, and that is stuffed. However, it does not mean like you're full of food. I mean, it does mean that here, but it also means you're tired. So if you're just completely exhausted, you just
Oh,
be like,
okay.
there is a word that probably a lot of people outside of the Australia do not even know, but that is buggered. 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 I'm buggered. It's just another word for stuffed or tired. You've done a lot and you just want to relax. You're buggered, but
I'm stuffed.
That makes
but
sense,
there's another
though.
word, and that is chockers. And chockers means you're full. Like you're stuffed.
No
Just
way.
ate that Thanksgiving meal. They don't really have Thanksgiving here, but yeah, you can get it. Next up is bathers. You can probably guess, but that's like your swimsuit. Brekkie means breakfast. The word
Yes,
chook here
I've heard
means
brekkie in the
chicken. You
comments.
often see it like on store signs. They'll say chook shop, which means like chicken shop. They
That's
sell
true.
chicken there. All right, somehow I completely skipped over this one when recording the first time, but that is bogan. Them
Oh,
bogans.
yeah.
Bogans are the exact same thing as what we would call in the U.S. a redneck. Something else they say here in Australia
okay.
is esky.
I figured it was something like that. I heard that a couple times in the comments. Mostly people talking amongst themselves. And I figured, under the context, I thought it was in that, yeah, it seemed like a redneck hillbilly, what we would call something like that in the U.S. And esky, I'm going to guess. I'll do a couple of these where I guessed before, because I got Servo right. That was a gas station. Just from one comment someone made, I think that means cooler, like cooler for your drinks.
I've also heard it referred to as a chili bin. However, both those words is what we call a cooler. Gotta
Yeah,
say, esky is a
got
much
it.
cooler word than cooler, but a word
Yeah,
that we
esky's
have
pretty
that is
cool.
way cooler than their version is koozie. The little thing you hold your beer in,
Yeah.
here they call it a stubby holder, which
Now that's funny. You got to admit that's kind of reverse, right? Doesn't koozie, the IE, and just the vibe of the word sounds Australian, right? But no, that's actually American. They call it stubby holder. That's funny. That's kind of backwards. Yeah, I like koozie better on that one. I like the American one better. Koozie, definitely put your cold beer in a koozie. That way you got a nice grip on it. Got your beer in a blanket, your koozie.
Koozie. I've never heard that one. A koozie. Is there your stubby holder?
And you sip under the sun. Hell
I
yeah.
don't know. That just doesn't do it for me. America takes the dub on that one.
That's for
Another
sure.
Australian
Fair
word
enough.
is a
Fair
slab. Not a slab of concrete, but it means a slab of beer. What we would call like a case of beer. You know, it's like a thing of
okay.
beer, 24 beers. Slab. More alcohol-related stuff is goon. Goon is just really cheap wine that's served in a box. We just call it box wine. And if someone tells you to skull your goon, that means chug it, throw it back, drink it all. Something you might do if you're in uni. Uni here is short for university, and university is what they call college. Technically, college here is your last 2 years of high school, so that's why when you go to uni, they don't call it college. Alright, this one probably got me the most because as a waiter, it took me a little while to figure out what this word meant, and I had no idea what people were talking about when they asked me for these, but it is a serviette. A serviette.
Napkin? You can say serviette, you can say napkin. It's the same thing. It's not a massive difference.
It means a napkin. Thankfully, one that I learned
Wow. Okay.
about like my first week here was cutlery. Cutlery is what we call in the U.S. silverware, like your fork, your knife, your spoon.
Yeah, again, that one's not crazy different because a lot of products, again, are actually labeled cutlery. Even in the store, it might say cutlery aisle. So that's not totally far-fetched. But yeah, most people just say when they're talking silverware here.
Big. All right, quick speed round. Rubbish, trash, bin, trash can, biscuit, cracker or cookie, toilet, bathroom, fizzy drink, soda.
Fizzy drink? No. Never heard someone say, "Can I have a fizzy drink?" We call it how it is. I got Pepsi, I got Coke, I got creaming soda. Do you want to drink a Pepsi? You want to drink Coke? You want some orange juice? We don't call these sodas. We don't call these fizzy drinks. It's I'll have a can of Pepsi, or I'll have a glass of Pepsi.
Not around Chicago. We call soda pop.
Boot, trunk, rubber, eraser, not a condom. Piss is not urine, it means alcohol, so if you're on the piss or you're pissed, that means you're drunk.
Okay.
Also one I've only heard once, and I don't really get it, but that is maggot. Apparently maggot means drunk too. Guess there's lots.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think it used to. I think the term has changed though with the different generations. Like my generation, I feel like wasted or smashed. Yeah. Oh, even pissed. Like you got pissed last night. I woke up smashed. Like
I haven't heard that one. I've heard people mention getting pissed, and not like in America, getting pissed would mean you're freaking mad. Pissed means getting drunk, so that's pretty
words
funny.
for drunk. All right.
yeah, I feel like piss can mean both those things here too. I guess it's the context that you put it into. Like, you know, oh, you know, he said something about me, so I'm really pissed. You're not going to take that as, oh, you're really drunk because he said something about you. You're angry because he said something about you. I got real pissed last night. Did you get real angry last night? Or did you get on the beers last night? So, I think it's just in context. It's easier when, you know, we understand it. We understand what people mean and what they say, just to their facial expressions and their relaxed approach to whatever they're saying.
Gutter, curb, footpath, sidewalk,
Oh,
football,
Football.
but not this type of football.
AFL.
This type of football.
Yeah.
Australian football. Australian football is big here. It's like the biggest sport here. And yeah, they usually don't even call it football. They just call it footy. Next up is sunnies, and that is your
Shades.
sunglasses or your shit.
Yeah, sunglasses or shades. Sunglasses proper, but most people like myself, I would just say shades. But sunnies is pretty clever as well.
They also say runners, and runners are like your tennis shoes or your sneakers. They also got flats. Flats are pretty much like apartments, but they also still use apartments. I don't quite know what the difference is, but I think flats are like the...
To be honest, I don't understand the difference either.
buildings. You know, apartment buildings are really big. Flats are kind of like
Smaller.
buildings with only
Yeah.
a couple apartments in them.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. Feel free to
Okay.
tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Explain to me, fully explain
Yeah,
to me
what's
what
the
is
difference
a
between
flat
those?
and an apartment.
A flat would be like a 3 or 4 bedroom lot, or 3 or 4 unit house type thing. You know, you might have 2 properties big enough for 2 individual houses, but then they're both combined to 1 property, but then divided into 4. So there might be a 2 bedroom, lounge room, small bathroom, kitchen. And they're just like, they're flats. Whereas the units start to be your towered apartments. Yeah, I hope that explains.
That's a
A
good
trolley
question.
is not something you see in San Francisco, but it is a shopping cart. And their shopping carts here
wow.
are actually different than they are in America. And if you want to know more about that, click on my video right here, which is 100 differences between America and Australia.
I wonder what the
Not
difference
words,
is.
But like actual things that are different. Anyways, next
That's
up.
something that I've been wanting to do as well. I haven't even looked it up yet. I would like to react to.
Sorry, guys.
Actually, it would be interesting, right? Reacting to, like, going to the grocery store in Australia versus America. So, you know, obviously I know what American stores are like, but I wonder how your stores are down in Australia, like how different they are, how big they are. I'm sure you guys have a lot of, I'll be honest, maybe better food quality. America's known for a lot of different foods, but some of them are very, you know, questionable on ingredients and GMOs and have what have you. So yeah, that's one. If you guys know of a good grocery store video or something I can look up, let me know. As always, I love taking requests from you guys.
Is ute. Ute is a truck or a
Yeah, ute, baby. I know what that is for sure. Trucks. I'm a big truck guy. Love trucks. Obviously, you know, in America we call them trucks, but over there, utes. And I do like that one. That's a cool word and totally Australian again.
truck bed, but it's
Right there is what.
Alrighty. Sorry, I just stuffed up a bit.
it's like small car with
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing right there. Is what most utes are. But you know, in America,
So yeah, a ute stands for a utility vehicle. It's utilized in a lot of ways. It can be work, you know, carrying tools, supplies, equipment, and whatever you want. You know, from small things to just better access to off pavement, off road, asphalt places. I have a ute.
bigger is better here. Like everyone has big, including myself, have always loved big, humongous, you know, trucks. So how common? I'm assuming they're probably less common there. Correct?
with a bed. I don't know. That's a ute. And
IWrocker. There are utes everywhere. If you're a tradie, more likely than not, you're going to have a ute. That's probably... Oh. Everyone has utes. If you don't have a ute, you probably got a four-wheel drive. If you don't have a four-wheel drive, you're probably 60 plus years old. A lot of people have utes. A lot of people have utes. Manual transmission is a big thing over here amongst men. Don't get me wrong, there's still auto cars, and a lot of the women drive auto. Men drive auto, but there's a big community here when it comes to off-roading and the ute and the tradesman type approach to life, and a lot of people have utes.
And the bed in it is not called a bed, it's a ute. Yeah. A new word I learned here that I have been using in my vocabulary is bloke, which just means like guy.
Yeah.
Dude, like a good dude.
Bloke I always find funny. That wouldn't be kind of cool if people in America like loosely started working that into conversation. I find bloke like a funny word. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I mean, dude, I use it a lot. Guy, it's become almost overused. It'd be kind of cool to switch it up and say bloke over here in the States.
Good bloke, good guy, you get it. Alright, a car park is somewhere where you park your car, or we call parking lot. Kind of makes sense, not gonna lie. A jetty is not a jet ski, which is what I thought when I first heard it. It is just a dock, like a boat dock, you know, jets out in the water.
Jetty?
I guess that's where it got its name.
Okay.
Another word they use all the time is Mrs. That means like your girlfriend. Oh, I'm gonna stay with my missus tonight, go to my girlfriend's.
Mrs. is downstairs at the moment. She's probably listening to me talk right now and thinking, what is he on about? But yeah, Misso, Mrs.
Tonight. Old mate is another confusing one because you think like oh, like a longtime friend, an old mate. But it's actually like the total opposite. It just means like someone like, oh, an old mate. Like, I don't know.
So, there'll be a discussion at work and it's like, old mate wants to know if his stuff's ready. Like, that's the context that's perfectly acceptable, and if I say that to someone else, they'll understand and they'll probably give me an answer. All they gotta do is look at the face. I'm not gonna say, hey, Jim's looking for his stuff. I just go, old matey from such and such. And yeah, it's quite common.
I don't know why. That means the opposite of what it sounds like.
Okay.
Just means somebody, someone.
So someone random off in the distance could be referred to as an old mate.
Yeah.
That is different for sure.
All right, now my next 7 are all words that are technically the exact same in Australia and the US. However, they pronounce them so differently here, you might not actually know what they're talking about when they say them. So the first one is Adidas. Don't know what it means? Adidas. That's what they're trying to say. Next up,
Adidas. Adidas.
is aluminium, which is aluminum as we
Aluminium.
would say it. Third is oregano, or as we say in the US, oregano.
Oregano.
Fourth is Nissan, or what we would call in the US the car company Nissan.
Nissan Navara.
And the next 2 are just letters, so they pronounce the letter H, like they say like the sound and then the name of it, like H. And next is Z, they call it Zed. And then lastly, it's kind of random, but it's like every day of the week. Like they just
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's just like, Monday. Replace the O with a U and then add IE. Monday. Tuesday. Take away the AY. Tuesday. Wednesday. Same thing. Thursday. Same thing. Friday. Same thing. Saturday. Just, you're kind of taking out you have the SAT and then the DIE. Saturday. Then Sunday.
They say every day of the week differently. They kind of like abbreviate it. Like
Monday,
I don't know
Tuesday,
exactly
Wednesday,
how they
Thursday,
say it.
Friday,
Like,
Saturday,
like
Sunday.
Wednesday, something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Every single day of the week, kind of make it into an E and just say it differently. Someone Australian, please comment down below the phonetic spelling of how you'd pronounce all the days of the week.
Yeah.
All right, now as you can tell by now, Australians love to shorten stuff. They shorten everything. However, there are 3 words which we do shorten better than them, and that is telly, aircon, and dezo. Telly is short for television, or we call TV.
Yeah, we always say TV. No one ever spells out television. It's always TV. Aircon we call AC, and deso, drawing a blank. I don't know what that means. Here, watch. He'll say AC.
Aircon, AC.
Yep.
And dezo, DD. 3
Really
things.
accurate.
Oh, okay. Designated driver. Yeah, we just call who's the DD tonight. Yeah, okay.
Like these 100 that we got you beat in. Everything else, y'all do shorter. Y'all shorten everything.
Yeah.
All right, now the next 5 words are all words that we do say in American English. However, they just say it here like way more than we do it. Like they say it all the time, and you just don't really hear Americans say these words. First one is heaps. Just means like a lot. Like, oh, the teacher gave me heaps
that makes
of homework.
sense.
The next is ages, but like in the sense
Some people
of like
say
a long
heaps here.
time or far away. Like, oh, they live ages away, or oh, like
dude, that's totally American too. I actually in my own vocabulary, my whole life I've said ages. Pardon me. Like a lot of times I'll say, hey, Man, I haven't seen what's his name in ages. Like I say that all the time, so that's
That'll take
definitely
ages.
cross
Next
between
up
both.
is neat. We would probably usually say clean, like, oh, the room's clean.
I was gonna say I think that's interchangeable too. I say neat. A
I
lot of
agree.
people in my family say neat. Like, wow,
Interchangeable.
the house looks very neat. Good job. So yeah,
Here they typically say, oh, it's neat. Fourth one is keen. We would probably say something like, I'm down, like, oh, I'm
yeah.
keen
I
on
just
that.
learned
Like,
that
oh,
in
I'm
a
down.
different video where people. That's one I have not heard here. So like,
You keen? IWrocker? You keen to react to my reacts? Am I doing a good job? You keen? Watch it down below. Maybe subscribe, IWrocker. You keen?
oh, I'm keen. Like, yeah, let's go. Like, I'm
Do
down.
that. I don't know. They just use keen. Another
We
word
just
that you
say
hear
I'm
all
down.
the time is cheeky. I don't really know how to define it, honestly. I feel like it's kind of like the F word.
Yeah. How do I put this into a sentence while keeping it G? Disclaimer, I'm about to use bad language, alright? So, here we go. You cheeky cunt. Don't ask me what I'm saying. It just makes the second word fit better into that sentence without coming across as a bad person. I'm putting that humor into it and that cheekiness. You know?
You know, you can kind of use it in a lot of ways. But one way I hear it a lot is like give like a cheeky grin, like kind of like sarcastic. And the last one
That's
is
funny.
no worries. We would probably say like no problem. Like, I don't know, maybe someone says, oh, like thank you.
You know, that one's funny. I feel like I have a bizarre vocabulary for American standards. So, yeah, I almost never say no problem. I always say no worries. Like, even as an American, I've said that since I was like in first grade. No worries, no worries,
All good. It's all good. That's another one that's used.
man. Like, so, yeah, that's definitely transitioned to, over here probably a long time ago because I've said that my whole life.
And you're like, oh yeah, no problem. However,
No
because
worries.
Australians shorten every damn thing, sometimes they don't say no worries, and instead they say no wackas, which is just short for no worries.
That's
if anyone
funny.
ever says that's gross, they do not mean gross. They're saying that's great, that's fantastic, that's awesome,
That's
very
gross.
good. All right, now
Huh.
this next one makes a
Gross.
lot of sense, but that is lemonade. Lemonade here is not this. They don't really have that here. If someone here asks for a lemonade, they mean this. Or this, or this.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
lemonade means Sprite. However, there are many types
Okay.
of that soda. You know, there's Sprite, Sierra Mist, 7-Up. Why do we call them all Sprite? It doesn't make sense. So if you ever want that type of drink, you just say, can I have a lemonade? And they'll give you, you know, whichever one they got. The
That's
next one
funny.
isn't really like a word, but it's just a word that they add to the end of a lot of sentences, and that's as. Imagine any time it would be appropriate to say like AF when you're texting, like, oh, that's good AF. They would just
Yeah.
say good as. Oh, that's cool as. Oh, that's
Oh, okay. So it like enforces what they're saying. That's interesting. Wow.
big as. Oh, that's bomb
Much,
ass.
much
Just
cleaner than the American version that, you know, AF. I'm sure you can figure out what that stands for.
As is everywhere. Op shop is a thrift shop. Sweeper is a broom. My next one is a saying, and that is, and Bob's your uncle. Maybe this is a thing in the U.S.
Sweeper and a broom. We say broom.
but I've never heard it, and that just means, and there you have it. And Bob's your uncle. There
Oh,
you go.
that's
Now, these
funny.
next two are a
Okay.
little bit funny, but one is a bum bag. A bum bag is what in America we call a fanny pack. However, the thing here, why they call it a bum bag and not a fanny pack is because, you know, in America, fanny is another word for your butt. However, here, fanny doesn't mean butt. Fanny means your, well, not my, but a girl's down there, a girl's vagina.
Oh,
as you
wow.
can see,
Okay.
it's probably why they don't call it a fanny pack here. Next up, and I gotta elaborate on this one because all my Australian friends hate us Americans for this, and that is shrimp. Or sorry, prawn. They don't call it
Yeah.
shrimp here.
People have told me in the comments already, yeah, that they don't really say shrimp, they say prawn. So that's definitely something Americans get wrong, assuming that.
You ever heard of shrimp on the
say
bottom?
that.
That was like some old marketing campaign or
Yeah.
something that was not at all based on how it actually is in Australia. 'Cause
Right.
no one here says shrimp. Literally, no one says shrimp. Every single
Yep.
type of shrimp that you get here, like jumbo shrimp, this shrimp, it's all different types of prawn. They would call it the same words we would use in America, but prawn. There's only one circumstance here in Australia where you're allowed to call it shrimp, and that is, you know, like the tiny little shrimps, I think they're called like bay shrimp or something. Those you call shrimp. Every other type of shrimp, all, I don't know, dozen of them, they're all prawn here,
Ah,
all right? I think
gotcha.
this is kind of funny
It's true.
because they just call one type of prawn shrimp, and in America we call all of the shrimp, or
Right.
like all of that animal
It's all shrimp.
besides one type, which we call prawn, at least to my knowledge. So yeah, same thing, different words. This
Yeah.
next one's good. Entree. Entree, you know, that's like your main meal. You get your appetizer
Yeah.
and then you get your entree. However, here, entree means appetizer. They don't really use the word
man.
appetizer. They either call it an entree or a starter. Then what we
Okay.
call an entree is just your main meal. So yeah,
Starter.
here, entree
It's called a starter.
means appetizer. And
So in Australia, it's got your entree first and then your main. And here it's, oh, we're going to order appetizers and then, okay, I'm going to get this for my entree. Oh, wow. That's different.
next up is coriander. Coriander is
Means-
a type of food.
Coriander means cilantro, right?
We have it in America too, but we call it cilantro.
Yep.
Another food here is a rock melon, which is what we call in the U.S. a cantaloupe.
Oh,
here,
wow.
It's a rock melon. If you're
A
still here
rock
right now,
melon,
thank
that's
you
a
so
cool
much for staying
word.
To the end, I hope you've been enjoying this Aussie English. Here are my top 10 favorite Aussie words, but before I get to them, please make sure give this video a like, share it with a friend, comment any thoughts you have, in no particular order. My top 10 favorite Aussie words. The first one is cactus, not this type of cactus.
Cactus.
Okay, yeah.
It means like you're tired, you're worn out, you're broken. Like
Wow.
your car could be cactus, it's broken down, it's not working. Or you
Oh,
can just
that's-
be cactus.
that's
'cause you're
interesting.
exhausted. This is a good one, and that is mozzie. Them damn mozzie.
Dan Mozzies. Mosquito.
Mozzies is short for mosquito. Those damn mozzies.
Oh,
Freaking
yeah.
pesky. I hate
That's damn mozzies. I hate mozzies. And no one likes them freaking mosquitoes,
the
man.
mozzies. This one made me.
Some people in, more rural areas in America call them like skeeters or skeetos for short. I've said skeetos before instead of mosquitoes. So yeah, that's our slang version.
Laughed the first time I heard it, and that is crack off. To crack off. Don't know what you think it means, but it means fart. Pass the gas.
Oh
to
my God,
so many
that's
ways to say
funny.
it. But another one to add to your repertoire of fart words. Crack off. Next up is dibbidobber, which is a tattletale. My brother said
Oh,
dibbidobber.
wow,
You know it.
okay.
A little kid's
Oh, yeah,
fight. You get what
dibbidobber.
it is. Next up, potato gems. It just means tater tots. So after this video, I'm gonna cook me up some potato gems.
Potato
Number
gems.
96, and that is
Nice.
biscuiting or donutting. Try to take a guess on what this is because it is kind of funny, but it is what we would call tubing. Like when you're behind the boat, hanging on
that's
for dear
different.
life, trying not to get knocked off. Yeah. I've heard that called two different things here. Donutting was the first time I heard it, and the second time I heard it, biscuiting. All right,
Oh, that's
this next
funny.
one I'm bringing
Donutting.
back to America. I'm telling you, I'm bringing this word to America because I love it, and that is brawly. Forgot my brawly. I need to pop up my brawly. It's raining. Brawly is short. It's slang for umbrella. And I don't know. I like it. It just flows off the tongue, you know? Brawly. All right, it's getting late. It's like 1 o'clock as I'm recording this video, and I am knackered. Knackered just means tired, exhausted.
Oh,
just,
knackered? That's
wanna
kinda
pass
cool.
out. And second to last one of the kids that I was coaching taught me this word, and I love it. This is lollipop lady. I'll give you a
what's
second to
this?
envision what you think a lollipop lady is, and it makes total sense when I tell you, but a lollipop lady is what we call a crossing guard. Someone who goes and stands out with the little sign that says stop
Lollipop
or slow.
lady.
Or,
Oh
my
my God, that is
something like that.
funny.
Looks like a giant lollipop. Those people are called lollipop ladies.
No
And my last one,
freaking
number
way.
one, my actual last one is we're not here to fuck spiders. All it really means is we're not messing around. We're here to get shit done. Thank you all
Wow.
They're not here to fuck spiders. Oh god.
That's
Hope you enjoyed this
hilarious.
video. Peace out, y'all.
Alrighty guys, I do hope you enjoyed that. That was a long one, but a really, really good one. Oh my god. Please make sure to go sub to IWrocker. Show him some love. Leave a like on the video. Go watch all his stuff down below. Yeah, that was a good one. Hopefully I gave him some positive feedback on some things that are used and that aren't used and how they can be put into context. Yeah. Anyways, guys, if you do like the video, please make sure to hit that sub button below. Please leave a like on the video. Comment if you want. I'll be watching IWrocker's videos after this, no doubt. Sort of been doing a lot lately, so I will see you in the next video, guys. Peace out.